As 16-year-old Cleveland Dodd threatened to take his own life, the senior officer on duty was lying down in his office with the lights off and partially undressed. The ABC understands he appeared to be napping when the officer who found Cleveland unconscious went to collect the keys to open his cell. Once alerted to the emergency, the senior officer is then seen buttoning up his shirt and sitting down to put on his shoes before strolling towards Cleveland's cell with his hands in his pockets.
That officer is no longer in active duty and is the subject of other inquiries.
The Department of Justice said it would be inappropriate to comment while 3 investigations were underway. In the early hours of October 12, the teenager twice told officers he was going to hang himself and how he'd do it. 9 minutes later, he was found hanging by an officer in his cell.
We clearly let that juvenile down, and Cleveland Dodd's family no longer have him in their lives, and that's incredibly sad and tragic. And so it's important that we understand the circumstances that led to that and make sure that we respond.
The Corrective Services Minister, Paul Papalia, hasn't disputed the ABC's reporting. In Parliament on Tuesday, he revealed a bag of makeshift weapons made by Unit 18 detainees.
Their behaviour of the people who are housed in Unit 18 is challenging. It is complex and it is very often dangerous.
Minister, was waving the weapons in Parliament a way to justify the poor treatment of juveniles in detention?
As I said earlier, what I was doing yesterday was responding to the Liberal and National Party's calls to immediately close Unit 18 and house a very challenging cohort in demountables at Banksia Hill.
On Tuesday, Cleveland's mother accused the government of lying to her over the timeline of events that night. The minister denies that and said at a meeting with family last month he was primarily listening to their concerns. Catherine Diss, ABC News.